Hello, everybody. It's Lord Magicus. You know what? Go on. There we go. We're on the big screen now. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I know you do, chat. Yeah. We're gonna stream some magic cards today. Uh, but before we do that, let me just make sure that yeah, we got this all in focus and everything. It's good. This is not my usual time to stream, but that's what we're doing this week. So perfect. There we go. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at what we're actually streaming today. Add deck. All right. Oops, that's not what I want. That should be the right one. Find out very quickly if it is. Yep, there we go. Yeah, we're streaming our regular Simic Fishes list here instead of the Scion nonsense. You know, it was a nice April Fool's joke, and I think it had surprisingly like more play to it than I realized, and I feel like that list could probably be refined more, but I think I'm more interested in playing like the real list. So yeah, let's do this. So yeah, we got our main deck here with Stern Scolding and Dismember, since you know there's not as much cascade and stuff like non-spells that we need to worry about. Having more stuff to interact with creatures is good. So we have stuff like Dismember and Scolding and Trickster to deal with the creatures. We also have like Tidebinder and Hexcatcher to deal with stuff that's like not creatures. So very good. And then the sideboard we have a combination of stuff. So more removal, more like counter spells, and more stuff to deal with sagas. That's pretty much it. Mm, there we go. It's Cherry Coke Zero, not a sponsor. Tubes. Yeah. I don't know. I like this. I think that this works out pretty well. Do we actually get all matching cards for a change? I think they actually gave us all matching cards. Wow, that's shocking. We almost never get that. That's got to be an omen, right? That means we're gonna do well today. I can feel it. Yeah. This looks really nice. I think. Yeah. Let's just go and jump into a league with it now. See what the afternoon meta is like. All right. Yeah, this is not a time of day I normally play at because I'm usually at work, but I'm off this week, and right now I have a bit of free time to do this. But otherwise, busy the rest of the week. So I don't know what my schedule will be for next week, but we'll figure it out. I'd love to play first. Also, I'm gonna put the chat on here. There we go. Um, I think this hand is okay. We'll keep it. If they don't do anything, we'll probably just Misty for the breeding pool. If they play like a Ragavan or something, okay, it's Tron, so no. All right, well, that's also not really going to do us any good here. Let's go with Merfolk. So we don't really have a good game one hand here versus Tron, but I mean we have all the tools in the universe to like fix this. We only need like one Tide Shaper to really put us back in here. We're probably just playing Svyelun. Oh, they played another tower. Oh, that's got to be good, right? That means they're not going to have Tron next turn. We're still in this. Svyelun can get an attack in. We have some time. Tidebinder is excellent. This means at any given point, if they try to like crack map at the end of our turn, we can just Tidebinder it. I feel like they will probably wait till our turn to do it. I want to get Svyelun out. They might feel like they're pretty safe to do it if they wait, so there's mine. Sure. They're going to do it right away. All right, well, we got punished for not holding up Tidebinder. But on the plus side, if they get like a Planeswalker or something, this Tidebinder will actually still be really good, so. Sure. Actually, that was a mistake. Don't play the land ahead of time because we could have drawn Mutavault here. Alright, so Tidebinder still is a thing. I guess if they play Wormcoil Engine, we're actually still in it here, so... Oh, that sucks. So they're at 12. Like, I'm close to being able to kill them. See, if I put this is 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I can double dismember this thing or just trickster it. This isn't that bad. Alright. I guess if I double dismember this, I can wait and play Trickster in their end step no matter what they do, so that seems like the thing to do here. Indestructible is not going to save it from me. We might actually win this one. Not even like Oblivion Stone would be good enough here. Unfortunately, that probably will be. Yeah, we can't draw a force, so. Oh, but they're at 2. Like, yeah, they really have to really fucking hope that Okay, yeah, that's the One Ring, like they can't ever like draw a card off of it, so I guess that's fine. What do I want to do here? They have 3 cards left. I mean, Trickster can just like eat this thing, right? I think I'm supposed to just draw a card. Alright. Okay, I can take them off of Tron mana. That feels like the correct thing to do here. We're still very close. Oh my god, he's going to 1. Alright, cool. Better have another One Ring at the ready. You know what? I probably should have attacked the Svyelun just to draw the card. Yeah, that was a mistake. So I have the Island Walk, actually. I didn't even realize that. It's going on M5. Yeah. So we made like 2 kind of minor misplays here, but we're still very much on the brink of winning this game, so... Interesting. So if they go up to 7, right? I don't think that... What can they realistically do here? They could play like another One Ring, I guess. I'm going to take away its lifelink and death touch. They're going to be stuck at 1. They basically have to have exactly another One Ring or they're dead. No, we're not playing extra lords in this deck. We're actually playing Cenote Scout, and we have 2 copies of Kumena Speaker. The sideboard plays Pick Your Poisons, so... Yeah, really, Cenote Scout is, I think, the biggest reason to do this. So if they don't have another One Ring, they die. Alright. So they're digging to draw it. Did you find the One Ring? Because it wasn't one of those 2 cards. Doesn't look like it, because they would have windmill slammed it. I guess it... Oh, they found another power plant. Okay, they actually do have plays now. That's bad. Okay, what can you do here? They're digging to find that one ring, right? Because they are gonna die otherwise. I guess like Ugin would also work here. No, it wouldn't. They have to still have the one ring to deal with. Yeah, so like Ugin's not good enough. They have to find exactly the one ring. And if they don't find it, they're dead. They found Relic of Progenitus, which means they have not found the one ring yet. That has to be it, right? So they're going to play it and crack it and draw another card. Okay. Is that one it? It looks like it. Alright, they found it. If they had two cards, yeah. See, fuck me. See, like, if I had attacked Svyelun, I might have actually had an option to win with Hexcatcher. Alright. This is still fine, though. They're at 1, so, like, theoretically, we could still win this. I still have Island Walk, and this is indestructible, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I want to draw my card. What can they... I think... I'm supposed to Tide Shape the Power Plant again and just, like, try to force them in a line where Hexcatcher is just going to ruin their existence. It is still possible for them to get Tron mana, but I'm just trying to make it as difficult as I can. I don't want to... I mean, I want to tie up as much of their mana as I can so that this Hexcatcher is more effective at killing them. That's the plan. Because this way, like, even if, like, they can find a... I don't know... like, even if they found, like, O-Stone or something, I still reasonably, like, might have a way out of this. It's possible. I think they realize they need to, like, get another power plant here. So they probably have to get the map. What do they find? They got a chromatic star. That's interesting. Oh, they just had another power plant. Fuck, okay. Well, we tried. I was really hoping I could force them to have to burn some more mana in order to find a third power plant, but I guess they just drew it. But, I mean, Hexcatcher still might be enough to help us, depending upon what they do here. Let's see. 6, 8, 10, 11. They have 12 mana, so what are they going to do, right? I think. 6, 8, 10, 12. They have 13 total. Alright, so let's see what they do with it. It's a lot. Okay. Yeah, you have Karn, I guess. I feel like they have to find another One Ring, don't they? Oh, 5 mana. Engineered explosives. I don't know if explosives is enough. It's close, but they can only... They have Star, they can do it for 1, right? They can only blow up the Tide Shapers. The One Ring is a really dumb card, I agree. But what are you going to do? They're casting it with X equals 2. I think I'm actually okay with this. I don't think X equals 2 bothers me all that much. Hmm. No, I mean, the smart thing for them to do would not be to crack it until my turn, but I feel like they're going to do it now. Okay, let me think about this. They have 2, 4... Alright, I think I just have to let this resolve. Alright. That is going to make it very hard because I can't guarantee that I'm going to Island Walk kill them, for sure. I would need to have, like, another Tidebinder. Which might be something that they're thinking about, so they may crack it now, and I want them to crack it now. Excuse me. I mean, the Lord right now is the thing that is very dangerous to them, because I have Island Walk, so theoretically I could just kill him next turn, right? I can chump block this thing and then kill him. Yeah, he's not going to attack here. Which means I can't play the Hexcatcher. My attacks are not terribly good. I need to draw something like Trickster, or I need to draw Tidebinder. I mean, another Tide Shaper's not bad. Okay. So, what do I do here? I think that the correct thing to do is send in Svyelun. Well, actually, I don't know about that. I can take him off of I can take him off of his Tron mana again. That's not terrible. Could play Vial. I mean, that's also true. I'm trying to also find an opportune time to like actually like play this Hexcatcher because I want to like tax him out. What's going on, Talon? So I think I just go after the power plant again and try to like leave him stranded to the point where like Hexcatcher can actually do something. So the Tide Shapers are still here. Um, yeah, again, he can't activate the One Ring or he's in danger, so... You're not going to pretend to understand it? No, as well you shouldn't. Alright, so he's got 3 mana now, so he can still crack this explosives, but it's fine, I guess. Alright, let me think about this. Now, here's the interesting thing. Can we actually, like, attack and kill him? Pretend the Trickster and the Master don't exist here. If I attack with Tide Shaper these, so let's say he blocks these 2, he'd be taking 8 damage, gaining 6 back. I think we could actually, like, win this right now. Right? Because if he wants to block, he has to crack this thing, and then I can flash in Hexcatcher. Yeah, so the best he can do is he can block 8 damage off of these. The 2 Tide Shapers still hit him for 6, then Hexcatcher flashes in, makes it 8, so he goes up to 7 and then dies. Yes, thank you. Alright, so let's force him to blow his explosives and then Hexcatcher will win this game. Oh, fuck, though. The master went away. He's only going to go to 6. That's my... Oh, I fucked up so badly here. No! I forgot the Lord dies! My math is so bad, so he's going to stay at 1 now. Alright, well... What is he doing? He's just handing me this game by doing this. No, I was off by 1, and you just gave it back to me. Why would you do this? How is this happening? Okay, I win. I shouldn't have won that, but you know what? You know what? It still would have been fine to get the explosives off of the board, but that was still a really scary situation. I definitely could have played that way better, and I did not deserve to win that game, but you know what? We're going to take it regardless, because fuck it. Alright, Scalding is not very good here. Yeah, we will take those. I don't think we really need Trickster. I mean, I actually don't mind Trickster that much. I feel like it's not actually that bad to have here. Because it is a flash thing to put in, but regardless. Take out 1 Svyelun. I think I'll take out the two Kumena speakers, and that should be enough. Like, we have plenty of good cards here. Opponent got greedy on that last turn, and it cost him. He needed to block Svyelun, and he didn't. Alright, you can't stay long. Alright, I do appreciate you stopping by, though, so, like, a lot. It means everything to me, so thank you. Alright, they're keeping 7 cards. So, we have Scout that can try to dig us into more action. Like, this isn't really the best hand in the world. I don't know. It might dig us into something by the turn we need it, though. I mean, I think we have to keep this, but I'm not, like, super pleased with it either, so... Like, this is a hand I would definitely, like, force that map if I had force. Alright, that improves it a fair bit, actually. We want to find some interaction on top. Tideshaper, we want to keep that on top. I mean, going to 6 when you have 4 lands in hand is not really that bad. So, there is that to consider. Okay. So they're definitely going to have Tron online next turn, so I think we have to play this Tideshaper. Let's attack first. Tideshaper was a very good draw, though. Yeah. They just went for another mine. That's fine. They have nothing else to do here, though. That's good. Alright, so we got some options here. There's a very good chance that they might have Tron next turn, so I do have to be aware of that. I mean, it's likely, so possibly what I need to do right now is just play Svyelun, and then hopefully that will be fine enough. At least we're protected from, like, Oblivion Stone. Otherwise, maybe she can draw us an answer to something. Even if they play, like, the One Ring, like, I can still at least draw a card. Alright. Do they have it? Yeah, of course they have it. They kept 7. Like, there was a very strong chance that they were gonna have it, so... Alright. I mean, if they play Worm Coil Engine, it's not that bad. Yeah, although that sucks. Like... I mean, they probably did have Natural Tron. That is, yeah. Being on the draw with our hands, like, not that great versus them keeping 7 is always, like, sketchy, but what are you going to do? Are they not sure what they're trying to do here? I mean, this does give us time. Like, we could draw, like, a Spreading Seas or something. They might just go for, like, Stirring. No, they're just playing a Sphere. Okay. Counterspell is a very good one. Okay. Let's draw our card, at least. It is possible. Subtlety is a very good pickup, too. Alright. So I think I'm going to play Cenote Scout and then hold up Counterspell. I can always, like, pitch Master to Subtlety if I really need to. But I want to try to set up for, like, next turn to be able to kill them here. So they're going to go to 13. If I play the Cenote Scout, then, we have 6, 9 power in play. And if I don't have to pitch the Master, then they will actually just die. And this also lets us look for another Lord on top. Subtlety on top. I don't think that we need another one, so... there's not really a reason to play the Vial at this point, so... We're just hoping that Counterspell plus Subtlety will get us through this turn and we just kill them. Alright. 11 puts us that much closer to that, so... So they have 8 mana right now. I mean, that's not that much. Like, that's... Like, a Counterspell could just be enough here. They play another Tron land, so they have Ulamog. Okay. What 2 permanents? Like, I guess they're gonna... Okay, they're gonna target these 2. So they can pay the ward, I guess. I can't do anything about that. They are going to exile them. That's true, but I think I would rather... Yeah, I don't know. I would rather try to draw like another Spreading Seas or something, so that's going to happen. I guess we'll use this now. I think we're at hardcast Subtlety time. Mutavault's not bad here either. Again, if they're especially if their plan is just like Wormcoil Engine or something, that probably won't be enough. Unless they have another One Ring, which I don't really have a good answer to. But I'm hoping that I can play like Subtlety and then my turn play Master and then animate Mutavault and attack them. Assuming they just get another tower. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's basically free for them, so. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a thing. Like, we're doing the best we can with this hand. Like, they had the nuts here, and we're, like, somehow barely keeping up with this, so. Yeah, I have to, like, do this, so. They did put it on top. Okay, well, I guess they're not getting it back because they're just Sylvan Scrying it away, so neat. They're basically immune to us having seas again. Discard a Karn? Sure. That is actually not a bad draw here. Counterspell still keeps us in it. Yeah, Wormcoil not coming back is pretty good. Alright, so there's no chance that I'm playing Master now, so I may as well play the Aether Vial. Alright, we're going to send the message. I know they have protection, but it's fine. Oh, fuck. They find Ulamog again. I was really hoping they would just cast, like, Ballista for 1,000,000 and then I could just counterspell it. That'd be great. No thank you. We pretty much can't win if that card resolves. Now, this might be a good sign. Maybe they don't have anything else that's, like, going to get them out of here. Like, another Wormcoil means we could win here. God damn it! They have another one! That's the third one! Damn it! Okay. No, we can't win this turn. Alright. Yeah, I know. We're again struggling. Where were you last turn? Oh my god. Fuck. All right, they have protection. So I think that they're gonna go up to 13 theoretically. Do I play the master now or not? Well, again, they have like a bajillion cards here. I'm just trying to think if there's any way like I win by playing master now versus not. I guess if they attack with the Wormcoil, then like they're gonna go up to 13, and next turn these will be what 4/4. Well, if I play both lords here, I may not have a land animate Mutavault, so oh, I have the vial. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, I should be fine without it. So it'll be 4/4/4 and 3. Yeah, like I could still win, but that way. Okay, and I can always flash in the Hexcatcher, I guess. Yeah, like the C's off of the top is still possible. Yeah, I'm not gonna block this. I don't want to like put too many things on the board just in case they play like Oblivion Stone or Ulamog or Ugin, I mean. Yeah, see, like this is a problem. That is also a problem because now that means I can't use my Aether Vial. I mean, yeah, this is way too much. Like I don't think we can realistically win at this point now. They've had like 3 One Rings and just had Tron, so yeah, it's over. We have to try to win game 3 in the play. I don't know. The fact that like Tron is now playing the 3 Wormcoils in the main deck does make me reconsider whether Trickster should like maybe we should keep some in or not. I think it is possible because there are a lot of times where if we can just like tap it for 1 turn, then their defense is down and we could just kill them. So I think its value is a little bit higher than it used to be, though I'm still not sure if we should leave it in because we have like plenty of good cards. All right. I want to see what they're going to get. I mean, likely the game is over, but they're going to get Pithing Needle. Okay, sure. That's fine. I mean, let's let them show us as many cards as they want to show us, but like, we're going to go to game 3. All right. I assume they're going to choose Mutavault here. Yeah, like I'm not winning it with a Cenote Scout versus all this. Yeah, okay. You got it. Um Maybe I'll bring in like 2 Tricksters back here for game 3 instead of Svyelun. That's pretty much all I'm doing here, though. Alright, we need a good hand in game 3, and we need them to mulligan. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, I think that we're probably supposed to keep this, actually. Breeding pool, play Aether Vial. Try to scout for the land. Yeah, we have Counterspell up theoretically, so we have some time to find that land. Yeah, we put 2 scouts in turn 2. That seems pretty good. They kept 7 cards, right? Yeah, okay. But yeah, then Vialing and Master will hurt them a lot. Okay. I need to pause in my upkeep here. Because I want to see if I can find the land. Okay. Good. That's great. Great. And so no matter what they do, like, I can just flash in Hexcatcher. This is very likely a turn where they're probably going to play, like, Sylvan Scrying, and it's just, yeah, it's going to fuck them, so... I think I just play Hexcatcher now and attack, and I can throw away the Cenote Scout. Oh, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter, because, yeah, that's right. I just put it in play this turn. Whatever, it's fine. I have it in play. Means they can't do the thing, right? Okay, sure. Black, are they gonna dismember it? I mean, I guess I'm okay if they actually wasted dismember here. It means they probably, unless they kept Natural Tron in their hand again, that's possible. But okay, sure. All right. We'll take this up and put a Lord in play. If I find a land, then I could play a Scout, I guess. I'm trying to think. I think no matter what they do on this turn, like even if they find, like, I guess it just sucks if they have Natural Tron. So, hmm. If they just naturally have the Tron land, we're kind of fucked. So, I'm just gonna play around that a bit. They did naturally have it, so of course, sure. No, because they still would have just paid for it. They had the 1 mana to pay for it, so like we would have just had no creatures instead. Um, Karn the Great Creator, I think we're just gonna kill it, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter. That we know they have an Allah's Dust, which we have to be very careful about, so I don't think that there's anything they can do with Karn here that's gonna be that much of a problem. They have kept 2 incredibly good hands so far. Like 7 card, like have all the Tron land hands. Like we could still turn this around with like a Spreading Seas. I'm assuming they're gonna get like Oblivion Stone. Or I'm sorry, the One Ring probably. They chose Cityscape Leveler. Interesting. Um. Yeah. Okay. You have a map, I guess. Whenever you cast it or it attacks. Yeah, that sucks. Alright. Alright, well, this is going to be hard. I guess I have to have these both attack Karn, and yeah, no matter what I do here, it's going to get rough. The Leveler, they can only play if they have another land, right? They have the All is Dust, though, which I do have to be careful about. You can always Vial in the Master. Yeah, I just have to hold back a bit. This is gonna be rough. They have a bunch of stuff in Tron, and you don't really have a lot to stop them here. So, and they have another Urza's Tower naturally. That's terrible. Fuck me! Like, how is this happening? Ugh. Okay, they have Ulamog too. So we know that they're sitting on All is Dust plus this. Like, yeah, this is such a rough way to start this off. All right, well, I have to counterspell this because I can't beat the Ulamog. Sure. I need to draw like Spreading Seas. I'm gonna take this up to 4, I think. Alright, see if I can get them to play the All is Dust. No, I think I need the Hexcatcher. Well, we're gonna lose 2 creatures, but it is gonna cost them 7 mana, so they might not be able to. Oh, of course, they just keep having Tron lands every turn. So I was gonna say like it might cost them a full turn to like kill off these 2 creatures, so it's not like the end of the world, but it's getting a lot closer. But the fact that they have like played 5 Tron lands in a row has made it very difficult, and we have not found one of our seizes for it. Yeah, they can just play Leveler here, which is pretty bad. Yeah, I think like now we're pretty much in the like lose the game range here. Yeah. Sucks. We're so close. The One Ring is such a fucking dumb card. They like played 3 of them in that last game. It was insane. All 3 of the ones from the main deck. It's just crazy. Cannot win by not casting this. I don't even know if that really helps me now. Because it's a cast trigger, and if we just subtlety it, then they're just gonna do it again next turn, and I feel like I need to be able to Vial and subtlety to have a chance. It's not gonna get better by doing that. I mean, it's probably not gonna get better by doing literally anything at this point, but it's not really helping us if that happens. Yeah, goodbye. They went after the Vial. Yeah, that sucks. All right, I think we're done here. All right. They kept 2 incredibly strong 7-card hands, and like our hands were only like okay against it. It didn't turn out the way we needed, so I don't know. That's the thing. Like, we have like so many good cards against Tron, but like when they have like their really good sevens, like it almost doesn't even matter. Like that's the reason you play that deck. Like if you just like mulligan into the correct hand with Tron, like almost nothing can actually defeat you. But on the other side, like if you don't start with like natural Tron in your hand and you have to mull to like 6 or 5 to find it, like you are very, very vulnerable to dying to a single piece of disruption, which we are very, very well poised to take advantage of having many pieces of disruption. So we just need them to like not keep 7 cards, and then if they're keeping 6 or less, like it's very easy for us to kill them. It's just so hard when they have like that perfect like opening hand though. So we do what we can, but sure, this is a fine hand. We're gonna keep this. Alright. We go Cavern of Souls, Merfolk. Cenote Scout is our best turn 1 play here, so let's do that. Master of the Pearl Trident. Trying to think, like, we already have some lords here. I don't know what we're up against yet, but it's not a bad card. I think we're going to keep it on top. Like, it depends if we draw the 3rd land or not. We might be in a really good spot here. Marsh Flats doesn't exactly make me excited, though. This means maybe this could be like the Esper Reanimator deck, and if it is, we're in deep shit. Overgrown Tomb? That's not really any better. Oh yeah, Asmo, yeah, we're in some shit now. Okay. We need them not to have, like, Oval Chase here. I think I'm gonna actually just Tide Shape their Overgrown Tomb and hope that we can slow them down that way. Because there is a very strong chance this is going to get out of hand otherwise. Like, this is not a terribly good matchup, so I'm looking for, like, any possible way to, like, kind of steal a win here. They already have the Oval Chase, so that's bad. Well, they don't have another land, it looks like, so this seems to be the way to go here. Okay, so 15. I think I just play like 2 more creatures here. Oh, if I attack them for 4, they go to 11. Then next turn, then I can attack them for 12, and that theoretically could kill them. If they don't find a land. Versus if I play, like, say, a Lord here that attacks them for 6, they go to 9. I mean, that also does technically win that way. I feel like we're a little bit stronger versus them having random removal, though, if we put in the 2 1-drops instead. They don't... I'm trying to think, like, is there any other way? Like, I don't know if the Hexcatcher is going to make a huge difference otherwise, but I feel like this is the way to go. Actually, hold on. No, I can't put both of these in play because I don't have another land for this. So, yeah, we have to put the Lord in. That's... Alright, there we go. We got it. Attack them for 6, they go to 9, and then I play a Lord, and then that would be lethal, so let's do that. And Hexcatcher will protect us a little bit. Yeah. Just in case they have, like, I don't know, Goria's Vengeance or some nonsense. Sometimes I've seen these decks play that. Sure, you can get another food token, but if you don't draw a land this turn, you die. So, we're just hoping they don't draw a land. Alright, they know we have Masters. Alright, we stole it. We got it. Alright, excellent. We want Dismember. Stern Scolding, I don't actually think really does a whole lot versus them, so we're going to take that out. I'm not actually sure what else that great. Because each version of this deck is like very, very different. We can't actually use Pick Your Poison to get rid of the cookbook because they can just discard and make food tokens to sacrifice instead. And they're playing probably a Jund version of this. So we probably want Spreading Seas and what else? I mean, they do have some creatures where I think the Scolding could be good. It's like it. The Force of Negation on the book is also not bad. Yeah, they also have Breakout, which is probably worth forcing. Like there are creatures in their deck that are worth forcing, but or are worth like having Stern Scolding for. Yeah, no, it's not easy to know because like these decks are like so varied in like what their lists look like. I mean, this one might not have red in it. We don't actually know that, so it could actually like I feel like Force is probably a safe bet that we want that. And let's see what anything else. Like Insidious Roots is also possible. But we don't, again, we don't really know that, so I'm not sure. They definitely are like an Urza Saga deck. We know that much. Uh, running out of time here. It's I don't know if Hexcatcher is exactly what we want. All right, try it like this. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more direction in what we're doing here in this game. This is not like a perfect hand, but we are protected from having the cookbook in turn one, so like I think we're supposed to keep it. Let's play like Misty and get the breeding pool. Actually, we don't even need to. We could just get a basic island. Just there is like some chance that they have some ridiculous nonsense like Blood Moon or something. Might be worth just. They have mulliganed. I think I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I mean, we really do want our turn one plays, but we're protected against the most dangerous card in their deck. So, and they have mulligan, so yeah, I'm more inclined to keep this. Yeah. All right, Forest, Gilded Goose. Okay, deal. It's not really that bad. Well, we worry about what to pitch later. All right, play our Misty. We'll figure out what we're fetching here. So far, they played Forest here, so yeah, it's maybe we just get the Breeding Pool because it's the card we want to draw the least. There's Besaju. Okay. Don't really have anything else they're doing right now. It's not bad. Hmm. I feel like I should probably play the Trickster this turn. Either the Trickster or the. I guess I could play the Master here, right? Because yeah, I can always pitch the Tidebinder to the Force if I need to. But then next turn I can play like Trickster plus the Scout. They don't have any black mana. I guess they have the goose, right? They could sacrifice a food token, but I don't think that I'm not worried about like fatal push. Again, it's not that big a deal. They're just gonna make more foods. Okay, sure. If this is the best they can do right now, we're probably okay. All right, foothills. Sure. I guess if they don't crack the fetch land, then we'll keep the Trickster back for the Force, because then we'll try to Tidebinder it. Alright. They are going to fetch here. And a shock. Alright, what are we doing with this? Oh, they're actually playing Oval Chase. Okay. Their hand has to be fucking abysmal if this is what they're doing right now. Hmm. I don't know. Like, this doesn't feel like a really good 6-card hand. Tishana's Tidebinder does seem like the kind of card that we want for next turn. Yeah, it makes me feel a lot better if we pitch this one, so I'm just gonna play Trickster probably this turn. And then it'll let us get in a decent attack. Like, I don't... They don't seem to be doing anything, so... I feel like we're in a good spot here, surprisingly. Like, their hand this time, they just kept, like, trash. We just tap this down, like, yeah, this seems really good for us. Getting a pretty chunky attack now. Okay. Attack and see what happens. This will be a good 2-0 deck, hopefully, yeah. They're just gonna crack a food here. What are we doing? Kicked. Exile target artifact or exile non-land permanent. I think we just force this. Yeah, there's not really a reason not to just force this, right? Okay, so they drew a land. That doesn't seem very helpful to them. Yeah, a press turn. Okay. They're making a food token. That... Why? Why do that now? That seems so bad. Okay. I don't think it really matters what we play here. They can't sacrifice it this turn, so... I don't think that attacking right now makes a whole lot of sense. I think we just hold up Tidebinder and then just flash one in at the end of their turn, and then we'll attack them with, like, our 3 non-lord creatures. Because that also still gives us a line to, like, find Island Walk, which would actually just win instead. I don't feel like just exchanging one of these for this right now is a good trade, so... Okay. I don't know if that actually does anything, to be honest. Yeah, they're just gonna let it resolve. Okay, yeah. I think they were worried about trying to make a token, But yeah, they don't really need to do that here, so. Okay, yeah, look, see, spreading seas and we win. Alright, actually. We have the mana to cast Tidebinder, I guess, in response if we need to. But this should just be the game here. Yeah, there we go. I don't think they're technically dead yet because they can still crack the food token, but it's yeah, okay, they just gave up. Okay, we win. 2-0. All right. We had a tough start versus Tron, but you know what? That was a very gimme kind of game versus food, which we lost like the matchup that should be like kind of better for us, but then at the same time we just won the one that should be a lot harder for us. So I guess life kind of balances out sometimes. Svyelun giveth and Svyelun taketh. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's the food decks are always hard because like there's so many different ways to build that deck. Like it's never really clear exactly what they're on. So, yeah, I would love to be on the play, and I think that this is fine. Like we're probably not playing Tide Shaper in turn one, but I probably will play. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play the Breeding Pool untapped, and then uh, we might want to use the Dismember on if we're up against like Ragavan or something. I don't know. The only thing is if we play Cavern and Merfolk, like, no, it probably doesn't tell them very much if we do that. If we play the Breeding Pool untapped, they definitely know we have something, so they might suspect removal of some sort. They might also suspect that we're like Living End or something though, so maybe we're just cycling a card. But I mean, I don't know many other decks that would play Breeding Pool untapped in turn one. We play Cavern of Souls on Merfolk. They definitely know we're Merfolk, but they can only suspect that we have like Dismember, but we might not. So who knows? Well, they have Mold to 6. Okay. I mean, there is also some chance that like, I don't know. All right, they kept 6 cards here. I don't think that we need to be worried about like Spell Snare or anything. So I don't think that there's any reasonable chance that they would like hold that up over doing something else anyway. So all this tells them is we probably don't have a 1-drop to play. Snow-covered plains, Memnite. Okay, we're up against Hammer Time. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. I'm on 4 cards here. I'm just gonna get rid of this now. And I'm gonna tide shape their planes and hope that we can slow them down this way. I don't know. Like, it's there is some possibility because they have Mulligan that this might hurt them. So I'm just going to press my luck a little bit. I'm taking away the Memnite so they don't have the opportunity to use like they don't have the ability to play like a Springleaf Drum to like get mana with that, and then now they don't have their planes here, so if they just play like Urza Saga, they can't play the Stoneforge Mystic. I think they missed their window here for tapping it for white mana. They might have had like March in their hand, but then fucked up, so oops. Yeah, because now if they just have like Saga, then we just can play Master of the Pearl Trident and attack them for a bunch. They do have another planes. Okay, so Stoneforge here. I mean, that's still kind of fine because like we can still just play Master and attack. And then at any given point, if they play the Cauldron, we have Trickster for it, so not a big deal. I think we can. I think we can reasonably race a Cauldron with this hand. They got Colossus Hammer. Okay, well they seem to be very convinced that this hammer is going to do something. Um, how scared of it should I be right now? I don't. I don't think I should be like taking 2 more damage here. All right. They could play Sigarda's Aid, put hammer on Stoneforge Mystic, and attack me for 11. Going to 12 is probably fine. The only way that I don't think there's any way that that goes badly otherwise. But I kind of want to get this vial in play because we might need it. I really want to play Master of the Pearl Trident here because I don't know if this is going to be the turn where I need Trickster or not. And then if this isn't the turn where I need Trickster, then next turn I don't know if I'm going to need it then. So the following turn I can have Vial in 2 and then potentially do that. I don't know. I'm trying to like create a window where maybe I can have Svyelun out. Alright. Otherwise, I'm going to have to choose between these, and yeah, it's going to get hard. Right, well, I think no matter what, I'm definitely doing this. Because I have to be able to erase this, right? Yeah, I think I have to like put the vial in play just to give myself a better chance here. It's also possible he may have Cauldron in hand already, so yeah. Yeah, just I don't think that shocking myself really changes the math in any significant way, so being at 1 versus being at 3 is not really a difference. So they have a clearing. Yeah, I guess the only thing we have to be worried about is if they like can pop the hammer on the Mystic and have a protection spell. That would be really bad. But I don't think we're beating that anyway, so I can afford to take potentially 1 hit from this thing. And then afterwards, hopefully Svyelun can just stall it. Suspect they might have something like March of Otherworldly Light in their hand, though. So it's really gonna depend upon, you know, what their mulligan was into. If it's just stuff like Pure Steel Paladin, we're probably okay because I don't really have a lot of artifacts at the moment. We need their hand to be like kind of clunky right now, so yeah, they don't have like what? No Ornithopters probably. Guessing no more baubles. Oh, there's the aid, so they are gonna like probably try to dome me. I need them not to have 2 hammers. Alright, I'm gonna play as though they don't have 2 hammers. Alright, there's 1. Alright, go to 1. Hope they don't have protection. Alright, drawing a 1-drop here would actually not be bad at all. Yeah, actually, that does work. Because I actually have something I can block here, and then... Yeah, that's good. Okay. I will, yeah, if they, like, go to... If they go to attack, I can at least try... I can try to, like, block with both of these things, right? There's Pure Steel Paladin, okay. Paradise Mantle, sure. That doesn't really do anything. All the Surge does is give it hexproof, so... Wouldn't actually stop us from blocking it. So I guess I kind of have to Trickster this thing now. And assume they have removal for Trickster, I can Vial and Tideshaper and just block with it then. Okay, they don't really seem to have anything. That's good. That's bad. Okay. So what do we need here? A Lord, I guess? This is tapped. You can't use this here. Yeah, I guess if we were going to do it, we should have did it in response to the draw. All right. I think my best chance here is drawing an Island Walk Lord or something. Right, because they're at 11. All right, we need any Lord. I guess a Trickster keeps us in it, technically. That probably doesn't do it. Well, here's the other thing. The Ornithopter doesn't have flying right now, so... Right, they can't give it flying at instant speed. So, what do we do here? I guess we can just attack, right? Can send in, like, the Trickster. No, we're not quite dead yet. Svyelun can block this thing, so we're fine with that. We just need... We need to make sure we have enough blockers for this. So, like, Master the Pearl Trident could, like, block Stoneforge Mystic. We can block here, so, yeah, we can send in 6. I guess unless we're trying to play around one removal spell. Yeah, we could attack them for this. Yeah. This puts them at 8. So, yeah, let's... Alright, let's see what happens. I guess this should tell us if they have removal or not, right? They don't seem to. Alright, Svyelun, protect us. Theoretically, as long as they don't have... as long as they don't have, like, another Colossus Hammer, we probably are okay. Yeah. This is I think the best we're gonna get. Or Shadow Spear would be really bad if they found that. Depends on what their last couple cards are. I guess even another hammer. Well, no, what they would do if they have another hammer is move this hammer over to one of these guys and then attack with Ornithopter and then equip it. Alright, well, it looks like that's what's about to happen here. Alright, let's see if they can figure out the line for this, though. Shadow Spear is probably enough, right? Yeah. Yeah, like, Yeah, I think we've died. Like them having another Stoneforge was just enough. That's unfortunate. I don't know, it's still possible they could fuck this up, but it's not likely, so we'll give them the chance just to be sure. They got Sword of Fire and Ice. Why? They can't cast the sword, right? Oh no, okay, no, they're gonna put it in play this way. Alright, yeah, that'll do it. That's such a weird decision though. Doesn't this like still I don't know, it's this feels like uh, if we just I guess it's all fine. It doesn't really matter which one they get, so alright, we got it. Alright, yeah, that works. On the plus side, we have some stuff to bring in. Pick Your Poison is actually really good against this deck, and so is Spreading Seas. Uh, Actually, Stern Scolding's not bad because it counters the Paladins and it also counters like the Stoneforge Mystics. I think the Tidebinder can be good, but it's a little bit slow. Probably Speaker can come out. I don't know if Hexcatcher is also that particularly amazing here either. Not sure about Tidebinder. This feels like this could be okay, but at the same time, like, yeah, I don't know. It's. Do I like that more or less than Hexcatcher? Hmm. It's tough. Maybe like Force is a little bit better. I'll just keep a 1-drop in here. Alright, let's do it like that. Uh, okay, there's literally no pressure in this hand at all, so like the vial is basically dead, and I don't actually think we can keep this, right? We're not doing anything, so how do we... Yeah, this hand has no way to win the game. All it is a bunch of interactive stuff. We're just hoping that they do something that we can actually respond to, and that's I don't know, that's asking a lot. Hmm. I mean, like they're all good cards, but they're all good cards when, we are trying to like win and we're in no way actually winning a game like that. I think this is better. We have to put something in the bottom here. Probably Svyelun, right? At least we have pressure with this hand. Alright, we have another land, so if they go for like turn one playing the Sigarda's Aid, we have the Force up for it. We also have Dismember, which is nice. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay. Huh. We have to be very careful about this choice here. Think we're supposed to just play another Cenote Scout. I can threaten to play Hexcatcher, so there's a chance they might not actually block. That's right, we get our damage in. Aether Vial can definitely go into the graveyard. Try to hold on to the seas for... No, well, that's a good card to probably use the seas on. So I guess we're either pitching it to counter a Sigarda's Aid, or we're definitely going to seize this thing. All right. Stoneforge, I mean, sure. I guess if it gets Cauldron here, I can just dismember this thing and they're stuck with that in hand. If it gets Hammer, I have to be a little bit more concerned. They got Shadow Spear. Okay. I feel like they would not have gotten Shadow Spear unless they already have Cauldron in hand. So I am actually going to kill this thing. Like, if they got Hammer, it might not be worth killing this, but them getting Shadow Spear makes me feel like Cauldron's in their hand already. I guess they're considering giving it protection right now. They could give it Hexproof, right? They probably, if they have it, might give that Hexproof now. I think it's permanents they control, right? Yeah. I would like to pay the 1. No, they have Mana Tithe. Okay, that makes more sense. That's a pretty good draw here. It also keeps Force alive. It's not a problem immediately, but it becomes a problem quickly, so I like dealing it with it proactively. That doesn't seem like a really good use of their Mana Tithe. Like, I feel like they should have held on to that a lot longer. But that ended up working out for us, so... Ideally, if we could draw another blue card, that would be great. We can play Lord, attack with some Island Walk, and then still have Force up. I can't really do anything about Pure Steel here. So if they have Hammer, that's gonna suck. Wait, they're casting Hammer, right? I have to force this or I'm gonna die, so... Okay. Cool. They have 3 cards left. Let's hope that it's not another Hammer. Alright. Drawing the lands is not really helping us, though. We need to draw more actual threats. Alright, you have a Shadow Spear, which sucks, but what am I going to do? Shadow Spear is easier to manage than the the hammer is. I mean, yeah, but I don't we wouldn't have made it this far with the Svyelun, so it would have been nice to have, but it just we didn't really have the tools to keep it till now. I guess they're just thinking about they want to attack for 3 and then keep the Ornithopter in defense. So like we kind of need another Islands Walker here. I mean, I guess a Dismember would sort of help, but not really. Yeah, with Cavern being our last card, like this is not actually looking very good. Like them having basically anything is very bad. I don't know what's taking them so long to figure this out. Come on, opponent. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Doing our best here. Alright, the Pithing Needle. What the fuck are they going to use Pithing Needle on? Mutavault, I guess? They're choosing Otawara. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Does that even work? I guess, I think Channel is technically an activated ability, so I guess so. Alright. Sure. What are you, like, so scared of that? Okay. Why would you get rid of the 1/1 and not the 2/2? That is so ridiculous. Did you think I was gonna block? What? These are such weird choices. Why are we just drawing crap? Oh no. Alright. I don't have a choice but to attack. Let's play the Vial, I guess. We'll keep the Cavern of Souls in hand just as a mystery. Maybe I have a Force of Negation, maybe I don't. We're not beating the board, though. That's unfortunate. Yeah, alright. We're not beating that either. Like, we have drawn 6 mana sources here, which is definitely terrible. Yeah. They're getting hammer, we're actually just dead here. Alright, we lose. Could not do anything about that. That was just another kick us in the nuts match. Oh. Hammer is not an unbeatable match, but it is very similar to Tron, where if they have like their really good hands, there's not very much you can do about it. So, and I mean, we do have tools to fight them, but we just didn't have it that time. Not even close. Ah, fuck. This is not looking terribly great this week. I'm honestly, like, not terribly impressed with Tidebinder lately. Wondering if I should just remove that from my deck. This seems fine. Do this. Alright, Botanical. Cool. See what we're up against. Marsh Flats pass? Okay. Marsh Flat. I mean, this could be like Asmo again. I don't know how. Like, I doubt the Stern Scolding is gonna matter that much. So interesting. I don't really want to commit Lord of Atlantis right now in the face of Fatal Push. I would rather them use it on the Scout if they have it. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? Alright, so this looks like this might be Esper, so yeah, it definitely is Esper. So if they're going to try to grief us, we have Scolding up for it, which is good. So we really, really want to have Scolding for that, which was a consideration. Yeah, we're definitely not letting them do that. That's another pretty good one here. Alright, let's get basic island first. Trying to think what's going to hurt them the most. Let's take away their black mana. Well, so yeah, we are 1 and 2 right now. Tron hurt us, but we beat the food deck, and then Hammer crushed us, so it was kind of rough. We're up against, it looks like, the Atraxa deck, so we have 2 of these Tidebinders in hand right now, so that's probably fine, right? Kind of curious what they're going to do here with this fetch land. Nothing, it looks like. So I think maybe I should just go after their planes and then just hold up Scolding again. Yeah, it was pretty big oof. But what are you going to do? Make them fetch out like Godless Shrine or something. Okay, sure. I can't do anything about the mending. They discarded a Gristlebrand, so I guess if they have Vengeance, we're just dead. Like, I have no interaction for that. $11? Alright, what are we doing here? Yeah, you have a Gristlebrand. It's not like the end of the world just yet, but it's pretty bad. We get to draw 7 cards here. Yeah, that's also pretty bad. 11. Yeah, let's not do this, please. Let's... Alright, so we gotta think about this now. Lord gives us 8 damage, which isn't quite enough. I have Merfolk Trickster to tap the thing down. But I mean, they also can just draw like a bajillion more cards and just try to go off that way. Like this is all pretty bad. There's so many ways that this goes bad for us, and not really any good way it goes right for us. So I don't think that playing anything and attacking this turn is going to work, so I need them to kind of fuck up and do something proactively. But I doubt that that's going to happen. And like we're still super vulnerable to like Solitude being ephemerated, and yeah, what are you going to do? So yeah, what so like I can trickster this thing down, but then yeah, it just keeps them from attacking, but it's still really bad because again, we can lose basically everything here. The Tidebinder could counter the draw ability, but the problem is they would just attack us, gain the 7, and then draw 7, and then we would flash in Tidebinder in response, and then they would just draw another 7 cards in response. So it doesn't really stop them. They could have there also just drawn 7 in response, but I guess they just didn't have it. This looks very much to me like maybe Ephemerate is a thing here. I don't know, like their hands they have all the cards that they could ever possibly want. So like this looks very much to me like Solitude is here. So all right. Yeah, I can't actually kill them. I guess I just flash in Hexcatcher and counter this, right? I I don't really have a choice. They could have Subtlety, which would be really terrible. Yeah, they have to block. They go to 3. I mean, they can draw 7 more cards this turn. Like I feel like that we've lost, right? Like they'd have to have basically nothing in like the top 8 cards of their deck, plus the 7 cards they have in hand, which just seems like impossible. There's no way that they can have nothing in like 15 cards. Technically not impossible, but it seems super unlikely. The other thing though is they probably would have to do it before I untap, or I could just Tidebinder and stop them from drawing the cards. This also assumes again they don't have like Solitude and another Ephemerate or something, which would just as easily wreck us. So let's see, what do they have in their graveyard right now? They don't actually have anything in the yard. That's really a problem, right? I'm gonna see if they will pay 1 for whatever reason. They do not. Okay, well, still doesn't really help me. I kind of have to just hold Tidebinder in case they draw 7. No, actually, no. I have to trickster this thing. Fuck. All right. I do have to block it. I totally fucked up. Should not have let them attack. All right. Yeah, that was bad. Again, I have to imagine they have something, but like I don't know if it's gonna matter. So it's like the most I can do is 9 damage to them. So you got Faithful Mending. Yeah, like I think it's over. Yeah, all right, we're done with this. I can't come back from that. Ah, fuck, that was rough. Okay. I need the counter spells and the forces. Don't think this is a Svyelun. I feel like Svyelun's probably not good in this match. Dismember definitely isn't. Scalding actually should be fine. Tidebinder is like very like hit or miss. Like it's good if we can nail something like the elementals, but it's also really bad because they're just gonna blink them. It can like blank like an Atraxa thing. I don't know. I feel like Svyelun's the card that has to come out. All right, and we just have to hope that this goes better. I'm not really sure how we're supposed to like approach this match. The problem is like half of our cards are really good against one half of their deck, and the other half of the cards are like good against the other half. But like sometimes they're just gonna like have scam starts where it's very difficult to fight. Them just scamming a grief or something in play, or them scamming solitude and just taking away all of your creatures. Other times, yeah, you're just gonna have like the Stern Scolding for the elementals, but then nothing to deal with them actually just Goryo's Vengeancing back Atraxa. So yeah, I haven't quite figured out the secret to this match, but I feel like it's probably gonna be tough for that reason. So that's one of the reasons I'm trying to play stuff like Counterspell, which can sort of deal with both sides, but they are generally like faster than Counterspell is. So sure, I guess. Just don't turn one scam me, I guess, and I have to play the Vial, right? I don't really get a choice. They mold a 6, okay. My life total is not hugely important in this match. They're generally attacking for amounts of damage that don't really matter. Okay, I mean they could also just like Thoughtseize in this turn, so yeah, they are brutal, but yeah, they mulligan, so okay. What is this? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, how do they know? They just know to like go after the Vial, of course. Opponent is just psychic, I guess. I play my 1 mana 2/2. Sure. Like if I had my Vial, I could have like countered this, but it's so bad now. They also have this Priest of Fell Rites, which is also kind of an issue. That is a way for them to get their guys back. All right. The only way we're winning this is with brute force. So I need them to just not be able to deal with the creatures, and I just have to kill them in like 2 more turns. That's the only plan that is going to work. Would have been so much better if I drew the island last turn, so then I could have just vialed in Tide Shaper and then, used the Scolding in this thing. We do what we can, though. If we're lucky, then maybe they're just gonna, have a really awkward hand. Well, they did mulligan, so... This thing did not put a big creature in the graveyard, which is nice. Okay, that's a plus. If we could draw a third land here so I could play Lord and have the Scolding up, that would be great. It's not that bad, actually, itself. Okay. They still don't have a thing in the graveyard, so that's important to know. But I probably have to play this Hexcatcher. See, I feel like they have Faithful Mending, and if I play Hexcatcher, they're just going to do it right now. Alright. I just don't think we're realistically beating them in 2 turns, so I want to play a little bit more interactively. We do have to be worried about, still being Solitude scammed. Because if that happens, the game's over. Okay. I mean, I guess that's sort of fine. You just play the Trickster now, right? If we can draw the land now, it would not be terrible. Ugh. And we're still so vulnerable to, Solitude, though. Okay, that's a plus. That means we can do this. A little bit more protected now. There's a Gristlebrand there. That's not amazing. If they have Vengeance, it's really bad. If they don't have Vengeance, we might actually, come out of this alive. Fuck! Alright. It's gonna be... They don't attack? What are they doing? What was that? Did they just, like, click through their turn? How did this happen? Okay. They could have attacked, like Dick. I don't know. I have no idea what in the crap just happened. All right. Sure. All right. I guess we're just running this back and hoping for the best. That seems like such a blunder. Ugh, fuck. Again, his hand is so vulnerable, but we have to kind of keep it. Like, I don't have a choice. They scam me, they scam me. Okay. We're gonna get the vial out, but I don't know how much it's gonna matter. They put grief in the graveyard, so maybe that means they either don't have another black card, or maybe they have like grief already in. No, if they had it in hand, like I feel like we're not getting scammed. Probably not. They're gonna maybe mending or indulgence here. No, okay. I mean that guy's like not great, but let's see. All right. I mean those are all cards, I guess, that are fine-ish to have there. They chose prismatic ending. All right. Curious. I guess I'm just gonna flash in a Hexcatcher in their turn. Let them use the ending on the fucking vial if they want to. Whatever. Sure. The vial is not important right now. All right, we're just hoping that like solitude is not really a concern. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be. I almost kind of don't want to play the vial because I kind of want them to live in fear of me having a counterspell. I think if we tap out, like, then they're just going to know the coast is clear to do whatever they want. So I want them not to do that. And I can just play a land and play both of my creatures next turn anyway, so it's not like there's a huge advantage to playing Vial right now. Representing, like, Stern Scolding is probably a lot stronger here. I mean, they have 4 cards, and they're clearly thinking about doing something, and could be really bad for us if they're just going to go, like, Solitude Ephemerate. Alright, they're gonna... Alright, let's see. Are you gonna Surveil here, or are you gonna, like, actually cast a real spell? Well, I mean, it's game 3. Alright, they're gonna Surveil. Alright, just hope they get lucky, I guess, on Surveiling. They put a card on top, so alright, so that's not ideal. This could be Verdict, I guess? Yeah, it looks like Verdict. Teferi, okay. Sure. Don't really think I'm worried about Teferi. Oh, I see. Yeah. They want to do this now while while they have Teferi protection, so I don't have the Stern Scolding. Okay. Okay, that seems like a blunder, right? They should. Why would they not target it the other way? I don't. Yeah, counter spells are offline. I mean, Teferi, I'm assuming, is going to bounce this back to my hand. They have no cards left, so, like, this isn't really a great situation for them right now. I can still just play two creatures, and that's kind of fine. Alright. Uh... I guess we just play the Hexcatchers first. Just hope that they just draw Dink. So if they have nothing, like, we might be in okay shape. It's not bad. Actually, I should have played that with the Cavern of Souls. That was a fuck up. Tishana's Tidebinder is a... I think that's fine. Alright, Now, I should have played this off the Cavern just in case they did have, like, a counterspell. Because I could still play both creatures uncounterably. They have two cards in hand, so we just have to hope that they're not bad. It's -3, right? So... attack him for 6, and then theoretically he's dead next turn if he can't deal with this master, because this is a -3. So it'll be 6 and then 11. What are the odds that that's going to happen, though? Could have removal right now. Alright, let's do it like this. Yeah, they do have something right now. Okay, so they one card left here. Can sacrifice the Cenote Scout and then one of the How do I know which one is attacking which guy? I want to respond to this spell and I want to sacrifice the correct one. Is there somewhere in this client where it's going to show me the correct thing? Because I can sacrifice these two. No, actually, it won't even work like that, right? Because they'll just pay 2 and then this still dies. I guess I just have to let this happen. Alright, well, there's nothing really I could do about that. They keep Teferi alive, I guess. I could have attacked him with both. Yeah, that would not have been great either. Fuck, that was like a really good card for them to draw this turn. Alright. They have Solitude in hand, that's going to be really bad too. Attack him for 8, like, theoretically could die next turn. He's gonna bounce one of my creatures. Does it matter which... I mean, it could. Right, whatever. I guess it matters what I draw next turn. Oh fuck! This is Solitude. It has to be. No, it is not. Okay, it's not Solitude. All right. Is this Supreme Verdict? That would actually be worse if they just drew Verdict off the top. He's got to bounce the Tishana's Tidebinder, right? Because that's the only thing I can't just replay. They put a card on top, so that's not good. Guess they have to figure out how they're blocking or if they're blocking. Well, if Teferi bounces something, it dies, so you can play around it like that. So they're going to block here and then take 6. Okay. Put my faith in Tidebinder, I guess. This is such a dumb game. Alright, well, he drew another land, so... Okay, this looks like he has to have, like, Verdict in hand, right? There's no other way he would do this. Because if he could just, like, bounce the Tidebinder and then block here, and he's not actually dead then. Unless it's, like, Solitude, I guess? Could be. I can't think of what else it could be. It's either Verdict or Solitude, and either one is really bad. Alright, that's not good. We're not out of it yet. Again, he has got 0 cards left, so just like drawing a Lord off of the top would be enough to actually win the game. So yeah, if he draws nothing, I assume here he's going to bounce one of the creatures, right? He has to. But it still wouldn't matter. Like, I think if he draws nothing, like, I could just top deck a Lord and kill him. Interesting. This to me looks like he may have drawn Ephemerate. Block here, he goes up to 7. Or I'm sorry, he's going to go up to 8 no matter what. I think I have to do, because if he has Ephemerate, then he has to either use it now or he doesn't get to do his thing, so. Alright. I feel like it's the best chance that I have. Alright. So it depends on what his 2 cards are. Like, there was a chance he was just trying to attack so he could gain some life and then Ephemerate and try to kill one of my guys when I attacked him, so by blocking, I forced him, if he had Ephemerate, he had to do it right there. That's really good. Alright, he doesn't know what I have in my hand, so if he's got nothing, I can just kill him. For all he knows, I have a counterspell right now. Yeah, opponent just wrote dot 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 in the chat. He's just like, oh, hold on, we gotta show it. Ready? Yeah, there we go. Good games. Alright. He did say good games, though, so, you know. That was a really, really interesting game 3, so, alright. Fuck. That was, I don't know, that was a real fucking barn burner, wasn't it? We had no idea how that match was gonna turn out. So many back and forths and so many, like, changes in strategy at any given point, so. Alright, we're on the play for the last one. Now, we've been on the play a fair bit in this league. Alright, let's see if we can, like, bring it home. Let's go positive for this. Alright, well, we have a keepable hand, I think, so. It's not, again, it's not, like, an amazing hand, but it's keepable, so. We're up against Gigantha, so this could be the Domain Zoo, or it could be Tron, or it could be the food deck. All of them are potential options. This hand is pretty good against, like, some of those. Ragavan? I mean, that's sort of okay, because we have Trickster to slow it down. Drawing, like, Cenote Scout here would be excellent. I mean, that's not quite excellent, but whatever. We're just going to Trickster Ragavan, I think. This looks like Zoo, so. Yeah. They were waiting to see if they were going to get a treasure token here, so. Dragon's Rage Channeler, okay. It does nothing right now. Urza Saga, alright. Tide Shaper off the top, come on, baby. Just one time. Yes. That's not a bad one. I would like to pay 2 life, yeah. Right, we're going to see what they do here. I think I am going to let Ragavan hit me here and just hope that they don't find anything useful. They exile the Hexcatcher. I mean, actually, that's kind of okay, because if I find a land, I can Otawara it back to my hand, so. Galvanic Blast! They're going to target my Lord of Atlantis here. Okay, I have 4 cards in hand, so. I'm going to play the Tidebinder and turn off Dragon's Rage Channeler. So they don't get to Surveil here. I don't know. I don't think it kills Sokka because it only loses the abilities if it is an artifact, creature, or planeswalker. So I got a Blood Crypt. Alright. That's actually pretty good. At least I don't think Tidebinder interacts with it that way. Alright, they have some tokens now, which kind of sucks. Got Cookbook, which is also kind of sucky. Really? Okay. It's going to make these bigger. I feel like this is probably not a bad spot to do this. If they don't have another land, they can't recast it right now, so... It's not going to give them the treasure to do it either. We get a food token, yeah, they're going to get a bunch of these things. This is going to get worse before it gets better. This is like another, yeah, this match is not easy. Not in the slightest. And it is not easy when we just keep drawing lands either. Fuck. Alright, I guess I'm just playing it and then countering Ragavan and probably dying to these fucking 5/5 constructs. The problem is if I let Ragavan hit me, they get bigger because of the treasure token anyway. And then I still have to deal with Ragavan, so... Imagine if we had a Hedge Mage. I don't think the Hedge Mage is actually... I don't know, like, there's too many times where you're going to have it and then it coming in tapped is just going to be a problem. They already just, like, have the Oval Chase here to do this, like, forever, and, alright, like, we're dead. Yeah, we can't beat that. I only have 3 fetch lands in my deck, too, so it's not easy for me to, like, find the Hedge Mage either. Alright. Yeah, the food is, yeah, food is just, like, really hard, so... We do what we can, but, like, yeah, food is just, it's just gonna be difficult. Again, Scalding is, like, really, really fucking, like, hit or miss against this deck. Like, it works against some of this stuff, but, it's also, like, really bad against a lot of the other half of their deck, so... Yeah, I like, yeah, we can use it against Ragavan, but like, I don't know. I think versus this version of the deck, I don't think Scolding is actually that good. I think we want Counterspell instead. I think we want Spreading Seas and the Tidebinder might actually be okay. I think that the Speaker is not terribly good, and I don't think the Hexcatcher is terribly good. Mm. I want to say that they also play like Finales and they play like Ren and Six, so we probably do need to have Force. Oh, of course, yeah. I appreciate everybody for following me, and I try my best to get one stream a weekend. It wasn't clear if that was going to happen this week or not. The last 2 leagues that we had with the Simic list went pretty well. This one's not going terribly well, but you know what happens from time to time, so it's whatever. This is not a very good hand, but we can't really cast anything. This is actually a lot better, I think. I think we're just putting force in the bottom, and we're hoping for the best. Yeah. If you really love my content, do me a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel and click thumbs up on the replays. That helps me a lot. Svyelun, this is probably a match where I'm gonna need Svyelun, so let's keep her there. We'll just hope that we can draw the third land. Alright. I'm assuming they're gonna play Ragavan, and I'm gonna have to dismember it. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I guess if they block, it's fine, because then I can just play, like, the Spreading Seas, so... They see my top card, but I don't know. I probably actually won't fetch it away, to be honest, because I want to maximize my chance of drawing a third land. Okay, well, I'm very, very likely going to be using Spreading Seas in this thing, so... Ooh, that's rough. Hmm. Ah, fuck. These are, like... I want to kill that so badly. Alright, I can only dismember one of these things. Either give him a treasure, or, like... I guess I'm gonna still have to kill Ragavan. He won't be able to attack this turn, so at least he doesn't get to do the thing. Alright, we have to do this now. Now we got the Cavern, so we can play Svyelun next turn. And there's like 0 chance that they're going to block this, so... Actually, if I draw another land, I might actually just play the 2 Lords first, so... Here's the thing, they may actually just be stuck on 1 land here, so that could be okay. Depends on what they exile. We might be able to just race this if they just don't find lands. Ragavan, oh, they could actually cast that now. No, they have lands. Okay, so that's... Yeah. Okay. So be it. Asmo, sure, of course. Why would that not be the case? I need Dismember. Like, that's it. Dismember off the top or I'm dead. Alright. They already have Oval Chase in the graveyard too, so, you know, there is that. Now they cast the Ragavan here. Interesting. Tidebinder's an interesting one. I could actually use that to turn this off here. Also have to hope they don't have, like, Galvanic Blast or something to kill this thing. I don't have a better plan, though, so... They also have the Cookbook, which I kind of want to nail with it as well. All these are things that are super dangerous. Can't attack. I guess this is gonna have to try to block Ragavan, and this is just I can't afford to deal with this. I have to like deal with the Cookbook because it's gonna enable this too much. So I have to wait for them to activate this thing. And again, I just have to hope they don't have removal. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. There's only so much we can do here. Okay. If Tidebinder can stay on the board, then we have a chance. Otherwise, if this thing goes away, then we're dead immediately. Good old Asmarana Martica Dice and a Coldakar. Alright. Alright. I mean, they'll get a treasure token out of this, but I have to, like, kill it, right? They exiled another Ragavan, of course. If they just have another Ragavan, like, there's not really a point to this, right? Because they can just play the other one, so I'm not going to block it. Asmarano Martica Dice and a Coldakar. It's actually really easy to say. Asmarano Martica Dice and a Coldakar. Come on! Why is this my life? They have a second one now? I could barely handle the first one. No. No! Oh, gosh. I don't have a plan for food. Food is just, like, fucking me. Yeah, this matchup is just atrocious. Alright, we're at 9. They will have 2 food tokens by next turn, because they can activate this one, get a food, then untap, activate it again, then they can have this thing kill itself, and then they can activate and make another food this way. I don't know, like, I feel like all of these options right now are just losing. Doesn't really seem to matter what I'm going to do here. So my creatures are going to die. Like, this thing's going to make whatever's attacking me 4 power, which is going to be very hard to block. Yeah. I mean, it is a lot. It is literally like the longest name on a card that exists. Asmarano Martica Dice and a Coldakar. It's also really fun to say. Yeah. Looking at this, I honestly don't think that there's any way out of this. Yeah, they already have Oval Chase in hand, so they're just going to discard it and get a food, get it back, and yeah. Pretty much anything that we play that matters is just going to die to this, and then they're going to have like 6 cards plus potentially another one from this, like, I don't know. I am pretty sure we're at like right-click concede territory because the math ain't mathin' this time, chat. Hmm. Yeah, I can't even think of a creative way to use Merfolk Trickster this turn that would actually matter, so I think the best thing I can do is like probably Trickster this thing, but that doesn't really do a whole lot, so. Yep. I mean, yeah, they could have always just done it in response, so I guess. Sure. Tarmogoyf. Cool. Yet another card I can't actually deal with right now. I have to do this right now. I think now after they've activated this, but before this becomes unlocked so that this doesn't activate anymore. Oops. Oh yeah, sure. They have a million cards. They're just like having fun. They found another Tarmogoyf. Neat. And it has haste. Nice. So I have to block what, Ragavan and Tarmogoyf, or I'm dead. So yeah, that'd be 9 damage. So if you have Galvanic Blast, like that would be cool. I guess if they had it, they would have just killed one of my creatures, and then yeah, that would be fine. I don't think I can actually like resolve anything at this point. Yeah, they have another Tarmogoyf. Cool. There is nothing I could possibly do about this. It's one of those matches that's just like not really worth preparing for because I don't think that there's anything you can actually like do to fix it. It's gonna be rough. Dismember tends to be good against those kind of decks, but they're also like Galvanic Blast decks, which are you don't really like spending 4 life and then getting bolted for 4 life at the same time. It's pretty bad. And like all of the creatures in this deck are things that you need to kill, but you can only play so many Dismembers without dying, so. And there's also a deck where I think Stern Scolding isn't actually doing a whole lot because stuff like, Tarmogoyf and Asmo, like the big threats are not really going to be affected by this. I mean, there are some that you can catch with it, but you're not gonna get all the stuff that matters. So, it's not that great. Yeah, so I don't know. And like once Asmo resolves, then like they get their Oval Chase chain going, and the food is just gonna eat up all the creatures we have. So I don't know. There's not really much we can do to fix that. And I mean, we lost to the food deck, which yeah, but I mean we did beat it once, which is kind of cool. Losing against Tron sucks. Beating the Esper deck is kind of nice. We didn't really like. No, that was really interesting. And fuck, what was the other deck we played against? I don't even remember. I think we got destroyed by the other deck too, and I totally forgot what it was. So oh well. But I don't know. I think like this is probably about as good as the shell's gonna get. The flex spot is probably these 2 Kumena speakers. So. It is definitely also possible to maybe replace these Stern Scoldings with something else. So I would say like these are kind of flex spots as well. I like against some stuff, like if you go up against like probably the Murktide decks, or if you face like Yawgmoth, this will be really really good. But other decks, it's not going to be great at all. So it's possible this could be in the sideboard, and maybe like I don't know, Subtlety or something goes to the main deck. The thing is, like, the Scalding is... I feel like it's probably fine against the Reanimator deck, because they are playing, like, Griefs and Solitudes, but you kind of want to counter, and you don't really have anything else to hit them. The card that, like, I've really not been super impressed with lately is Tidebinder, so, I don't know, there's a very real chance to me that, like, maybe I just go back up to 4 Svyelun and, like, find something else to play instead of this. Maybe just 4 and 2 is okay. This card is fine sometimes, but like I don't know. Svyelun just is really strong when she's on the board. There's like some matches where she's not going to do a whole lot, but I think that's okay because at the very least she's drawing us cards. So if we want to fix Tron, then I guess we could put like Forces back in the main instead of Scoldings, which that's also reasonable. But who knows? I don't. It's difficult to say. The Trickster is probably okay right now because it does kill off like the constructs. It's also like very very good against the Domain deck, which is still really strong because killing Kavu is nice. But I mean, outside of that, it's fine. Like we don't necessarily need it in the main deck. So I don't know. We could play around with the numbers of these a little bit, but there's not like a whole lot of tweaking I think that can be done. Like I do still think that like Cenote is definitely like one of the strongest cards we've added to it. So I'm told that Modern Horizons 3 is supposed to have some more surprises for us. So maybe they'll add like a 1-drop in mono blue, so we won't necessarily want Cenote here. But until that time, I'm definitely going to stick with playing it. I think the pick your poisons are like fine against they're fine. They're really good against Murktide, and they're really good against Domain, so probably keep them. I mean, if you go up against like hardened scales, obviously it'll be really good too. Yeah, there's enough matches where I feel like they're worth having in the sideboard, but yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, we just probably continue playing most of this as is, so we'll see. I don't. Maybe next week on Tuesday we might get to stream. Probably not Monday is my guess because I'm probably getting back really late, and yeah, yeah. Well, I'm aiming for Tuesday, so that's what it'll be. So in the meantime, that's all we're gonna do for right now. So let me find somewhere to send you guys off to. I have no idea. Oh, who's actually playing right now? I think Doomwake is playing, right? Yeah, maybe we'll get. Sure. Let's go. We'll go and send you to Doomwake. That's fine. If you're watching my replay on YouTube, do me a favor though and click thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. So yeah, that's all I've got. So everybody, thank you for being here. I really am happy to hang out with you guys and do this every week. It's fun. It's good for me, good for you. All right, everyone, take it easy. I'll see you again next week.